Thank you very much to all the delegates that have come from abroad, the ones that don't speak Spanish. Sorry about that, but we are going to be translating and doing the things in that. I want to say hello to a guy that just arrived recently, 2 or 3 hours ago, Ronald Acosta from Calcutta in India. I'm just going to talk a little bit about the World Union. What is the World Union and the organizers of the Congress, the theme of the Congress, etc. Talking about the World Union. The World Union was established on the 31st of July, which is San Ignatius Day of 1956 in Bilbao, Spain. After that, they have a Congress. The second Congress of the World Union was in 1967 in Rome. And there is something special. In that Congress, one Colombian was elected the president of the World Union. That was Mr. Antonio José Uribe Portocarrero, who at that time was the ambassador of Colombia. So these are the congresses that we have had in the new era of the World Union. Starting in 1986 in Versailles in France, then in Bilbao, Spain, Sydney, Australia, Kolkata in 2003, and then in Bujumbura, Burundi. By the way, we have here the president of the Congress in Bujumbura, Burundi, Mr. Gregoire Bandijasago. Actually, we are going to host the Congress here in Medellin, so Asia Ignaciana will be the main actor in here, but the Colombian Federation will be behind the whole Congress. And I want to tell you how many institutions we have in the Colombian Federation. The Colombian Federation of Asia was founded in 1959 in Barranquilla. And we have 9 school institutions and 1 university. In Guadalajara, during the Congress of the Confederation, the Latin Confederation, Colombia was elected, Medellin exactly, was elected to host the 2013 Congress. That was the idea of the Asia Ignaciana, and Carlos Baena brought that idea to Guadalajara. The thing is that we really have a very big backup of the Latin American Confederation, and we want to make that with the Latin American Confederation. An organizing committee. I have been elected the president of that organizing committee, and we have been working since a year ago. We started to work on this. But now, after this meeting here, we are really going to work. So we need to put everything in place and start really working very hard. The Congress is a wonderful opportunity, and maybe Gregoire can vouch for that, to really get to know different people from different parts of the world with the same ideology, the Ignatian ideology. So that's a very good opportunity that we are going to have here in Medellin. Father Nicolas gave me an appointment in Rome. I was there with him for 1.5 hours, 1 hour, 15 minutes with him. He's a very kind man. He's very affable. He's very easy to be with. And he promised to be in Medellin. He already put that in his agenda. So we expect him to be 2 days here in Medellin for the Congress. One of the reasons that we invited you, the World Council here, to Medellin, is that you see what a wonderful city we have here in Medellin. And I hope that you have had that experience and that you have enjoyed Medellin, and you still have some days to enjoy that more. We are going to have a structure of the Congress similar to the ones that we already have, with some main conferences on main speakers, and then have meetings after that and group discussions. But one thing that we want to have in Medellin is that we want that every delegation that comes to Colombia bring information, bring whatever they're doing, bring photos, bring videos. We are going to have booths, so everyone can have a display, that everyone, and we will share with that the opportunity to see what the other delegations or the other countries are doing really in social responsibility and how they are trying to improve this work. The logo in Bujumbura was a very, very nice one in the Congress. It was a pigeon on a white. But this one was designed by an alumnus from San Ignacio that was a 1997 alumnus. And this actually, if you look at that, is the Colombian map. This is the Colombian map. But it says that it has 4 characters embraced. And what it means is that we would like to have everyone here, to embrace all of you, all the alumni here, to get together and to work and to share our ideas. Tomorrow, during the World Union meeting that we have with the Council, we will try to define the final speakers that we are going to have. But for the meantime, we have these speakers that I'm going to present to you. The first one will be Father Adolfo Nicolás. He will be the main speaker and the key speaker, especially the first day. And he's going to really talk, I would say, about his position with the alumni. Communicated with Chris Lowney. He's from the United States. And he was 7 years as a Jesuit. Then he retired, but he had a position as a director of the JP Morgan, one of the biggest banks in the world. And he held positions in Tokyo, in New York, Singapore, and London. He's now a speaker and a writer of administration topics and this kind of topics. One of the most famous books that he has written is Leadership as a Jesuit Style. This guy, Jose Antonio Campo, is one of the best economists, the prominent economists that we have in the country. He's a Columbia professor today, and he has written many books about economy. He knows Latin America very well because he was the president of CEPAL, which is the Comunidad Económica de Latinoamérica, Latin American Economic Community. And he was the secretary of social and economic matters at the United Nations. He is the Colombian that has had the highest post at the UN. So he also agreed to come to Colombia to be a speaker on this conference. Then we have talked to Pedro Algorta. Pedro Algorta is an Uruguayan, but he's an alumnus of the San Ignacio School in Santiago de Chile. He has an MBA from Stanford University. And he is one of the 16 guys that survived in the accident of the plane, the Uruguayan plane, in the Andes in October of 1972. They were rescued after 71 days. And he's got a very good presentation on leadership and on how you can work together to survive. We were looking for a guy from Europe also, because as you see, we have from the United States, from Latin America, Father Nicolás from Europe, but we wanted a speaker. And we have talked to this guy, Gunther Pauli. Gunther is from Brussels, and he is an alumnus from the University of Loyola in Belgium, and he also studied in France. In 1994, he set up what is called CERI, the CERI Foundation, Zero Emissions Research Initiative. He's got a broad experience, and he comes frequently to Colombia because he's got projects going on here in Colombia on this. One of the things is that he has set up a model, economic model, in which ethics and social capital and the respect for the environment is more important than just making money. This is going to be the venue for the Congress. During that week, this San Ignacio School will be only for us. There will be no classes at all, so we'll be having we want all of you to come, but every one of you will have a commitment to bring at least 10 to 20 people from your own country. We need, Peter, don't laugh. Your quota will be 15, Peter, from Hong Kong. So we expect you here with our arms open. We really hope to have a great, great Congress in 2013. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias.